Good morning children. I hope class 10th children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. We have been doing polynomials. In last class we had seen relationship between the zeros and coefficient of cubic polynomial. In previous classes we had seen for quadratic polynomials, even exercise also we have completed, and I hope last day whatever discussion was made you must have completed, even exercise also you must have completed. Few questions I had told you to complete, I hope you must have done. Today we are going to see geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial, and this is very important for exam. This comes in exam, so try to understand. This is not very difficult, this is so easy, but try to understand, this is important. So, let us start. Here you have geometrical meaning of the zeros of a polynomial. You know that a real number k is a 0 of the polynomial p x if p k is equal to 0. But why are the zeros of a polynomial so important? To answer this, first we will see the geometrical representations of linear and quadratic polynomials and the geometrical meaning of their zeros. Here you see, consider first a linear polynomial. I hope you understand what is linear polynomial. A x plus b, in this form if any polynomial will be there, that will be called linear polynomial. A x plus b, but x must not be, a must not be equal to 0, otherwise this variable you will not have. This is constant term a x plus b. So, one variable at least must be there. So, consider first a linear polynomial and power should be 1. So, a x plus b where a is not equal to 0. You have studied in class 9th that the graph of y is equal to a x plus b. Graph of y is equal to a x plus b is a straight line. Already you have learnt in class 9th. For example, the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 3. Suppose you have y is equal to 2x plus 3. Is a straight line passing through the points -2, -1 and 2 and 7. Suppose you have plotted a graph of equation 2x plus 3, y is equal to 2x plus 3. So, if x is equal to -2, you have y is equal to -1, x is equal to 2, then y you have 7. So, your coordinates are -2 and -1, 2 and 7. Here you see 2 and 7 and -2 and -1. So, a straight line you have got. This is your straight line. From figure 2.1 you can see that the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 3 intersects the x axis midway between x is equal to -1 and -2. Here you see you have -1 this one and -2 is this one. So, this straight line is intersecting this x axis at midpoint of -1 and -2. At here it is intersecting at the point, and this point is what? -3/2 and 0. So, your x is -3/2 and y is 0. At this point, this straight line is intersecting your x axis. You also know that the 0 of 2x plus 3 is -3/2 and -3/2 is 0 of this polynomial 2x plus 3. Thus, the 0 of the polynomial 2x plus 3 is the x coordinate of the point where the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 3 intersects the x axis. So, what you understood? At what point, at which point this straight line will intersect your x axis? At the 0 of the polynomial. At the 0 of the polynomial means -3/2 is your x over here, -3/2. So, this is the 0 of that polynomial, and at that point only this x axis will be intersected by this straight line. In general, for a linear polynomial ax plus b, a is not equal to 0, the graph of y is equal to ax plus b is a straight line which intersects the x axis at exactly one point, namely minus b by a and 0. Coordinate will be, your coordinate will be minus b by a and 0, means your x will be minus b by a. So, always one straight line in linear equation, linear polynomial, x will be intersected. Suppose if this is your x. So, your x will be intersected at point, at what point? Minus b by a and 0. Your x will be minus b by a and y will be 0, if your linear equation is y is equal to ax plus b. Therefore, the linear polynomial ax plus b, a is not equal to 0, has exactly 1 0, and that is why it will be having only 1 0. At one point it is getting intersected, your x axis is intersected at one point. So, 0 will be also 1, namely the x coordinate of the point where the graph of y is equal to ax plus b intersects the x axis. Now, let us look for the geometrical meaning of a 0 of quadratic polynomial. For linear polynomial you have seen, now we will see for quadratic polynomial. Consider the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4. Suppose your equation is x square minus 3x minus 4, this is your polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Let us see what the graph of y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 looks like. Let us list a few values of y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 corresponding to a few values for x as given in table 2.1. You see, some values have been given for x and y. So, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 6, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 4, 1, minus 6, 2, minus 6, 3, minus 4, 4, 0 and 5 and 6. These are the coordinates. Now, if you are plotting this graph, your graph will look like this. This is your graph. If we locate the points listed above on a graph paper and draw the graph, it will actually look like the one given in figure 2.2. Like this graph will look. In fact, for any quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, a is not equal to 0, the graph of the corresponding equation y is equal to x square plus bx plus c has one of the two shapes, either open upwards, two shapes you will have, either open upwards like this or open downwards like this, depending on whether a is greater than 0 or a is lesser than 0. These curves are called parabolas. You remember, these curves are called parabolas. You can see from table 2.1 that minus 1 and 4 are zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Here you can see you have intersecting point, this minus 1 and 4. X axis is getting intersected by this parabola at point minus 1 0 and 4 0. It means two zeros you have, minus 1 and 4. Also note from figure 2.2 that minus 1 and 4 are the x coordinates of the points, just I have shown now, where the graph of y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 intersects the x axis. Thus, the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4 are x coordinates of the points, where the graph of y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 intersects the x axis. Again, this table you see, when you have minus 1, then your y is equal to 0, and you have 4, then y is equal to 0. It means what? Two zeros you have, minus 1 and 4. At this point y you have 0, and that is why for your given quadratic polynomial minus 1 and 4 will be zeros. It shows what? X axis will be intersected at point minus 1 and 4. This fact is true for any quadratic polynomial, is that the zeros of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, are precisely the x coordinates of the points where the parabola representing y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c intersects the x axis. From our observation earlier about the shape of the graph of y is equal to x square plus bx plus c, the following three cases can happen. So, here you see first case you have, here the graph cuts x axis at two distinct points a and a dash. First case is what? This x axis is being intersected at 2 point a and a dash, you can see. The x coordinates of a and a dash are two zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. In this case, you can see 2.3. This is your figures, either this will be like this or like this. At a and a dash, your intersecting point you will have. Case 2, you have here the graph cuts the x axis at exactly one point, is that at two coincident points. So, the 2 points a and a dash of case 1 coincide here to become one point a. Like this also, it will be, if 2 points are coinciding, then one point will become here, and it will be, your graph will look like this or this, but they will be intersecting at x axis at one point. It seems as they are intersecting at one point. The x coordinate of a is the only 0 of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c in this case. So, in first case you have two zeros, in second case you have 1 0. Third case you have, here the graph is either completely above the x axis or completely below the x axis. So, it does not cut the x axis at any point. So, in quadratic polynomial, three cases you have got. In first case, at 2 point this has been intersected, you have seen at 2 point this curve is intersecting. In second case, at 1 point it is intersecting. In third case, it is not intersecting x axis, and your graph will look like this. So, the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c has no 0 in this case. So, in this case, in this quadratic equation, you will not be, this quadratic polynomial, you will not be having any 0. So, you can see geometrically that a quadratic polynomial can have either two distinct 0 or two equal zeros, means at one point it will intersect, or no 0. Three cases you have seen. So, this graph what you have seen of quadratic polynomial, either they will be having distinct zeros when they will have two zeros. Two equal zeros you will be having when they will intersect at one point, equal zeros will be there, then at one point the x axis will be intersected, or no 0 when your x axis will not be intersected, like this. Now, what do you expect the geometrical meaning of the zeros of a cubic polynomial to be? So, up to quadratic polynomial already we have understood. In linear polynomial what we had? At one point it was intersecting. In quadratic polynomial, three cases you have seen, either axis will be intersected at 2 point, or 1 point when zeros will be equal, or no zeros it will be having when x axis will not be intersected. Now, for cubic polynomial, you see, consider the cubic polynomial x cube minus 4x. To see what the graph of y is equal to x cube minus 4x looks like, let us list a few values of y corresponding to a few values for x as shown in table 2.2. Here you see some values has been written, x is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2, and y you have 0, 3, 0, minus 3 and 0. So, here you have, we see from the table above that minus 2, 0 and 2 are zeros of the cubic polynomial. Here you can see -2, 0 and 2. In 3 case you have y is equal to 0, it means for cubic polynomial you are getting 3 zeros over here, -2, 0 and 2. We see from the table above -2, 0 and 2 are zeros of the cubic polynomial x cube minus 4x. Observe that -2, 0 and 2 are in fact the x coordinates of the only points where the graph of y is equal to x cube minus 4x intersects the x axis. Since the curve meets the x axis in only these 3 points, their x coordinates are the only zeros of the polynomial. Your graph will look like this, you can see. So, 3 intersecting points you have, -2 you have, -2, 0, here you have second intersecting point, and third intersecting point you have, here you have 0, 0, here you have 2, 0, means -2, 0, 0, 0 and 2, 0, and x coordinate you will have -2, 0 and 2. So, at 3 point x axis is getting intersected in cubic polynomial. Let us take a few more examples. Consider the cubic polynomial x cube and x cube minus x square. We draw the graphs of y is equal to x cube and y is equal to x cube minus x square in figure 2.7 and figure 2.8 respectively. Here you see these two figures you have, 2.7 and 2.8, and which type of graph you are getting. Here you see this graph you have seen and another graph you have like this. Note that 0 is the only 0 of the polynomial x cube. Also, from figure 2.c you can see that 0 is the x coordinates of the only point where the graph of y is equal to x cube intersects the x axis. Similarly, since x cube minus x square is equal to x square into x minus 1, 0 and 1 are the only zeros of the polynomial x cube minus x square. Also, from figure 2.8, these values are the x coordinates of the only points where the graph of y is equal to x cube minus x square intersects the x axis. Here you see only one intersecting point is there, 0 over here in 2.7, and here you have 0 and at 1, at 0 and at 1. Here 2 points you have, at 2 points x axis is getting intersected, here only 1 point this x axis is getting intersected. So, here some remarks has been given. In general, given a polynomial px of degree n, the graph of y is equal to px intersects the x axis at most n points. Therefore, a polynomial px of degree n has at most n zeros. This you need to remember. This is very important. A polynomial of px of degree n. Degree n means linear polynomial you may have, quadratic polynomial you may have, cubic polynomial you may have. So, if degree n is there, the graph of y is equal to px intersects the x axis at most n points. So, if linear polynomial you have, at maximum at 1 point it will be intersected, it will intersect the x axis. If quadratic polynomial you have, maximum 2 points, and cubic polynomial you have maximum 3 points, it will get intersected your x axis. Look at the graphs in example has been given, figure 2.9 given below. Each is the graph of y is equal to px, where px is a polynomial. For each of the graph, find the number of zeros of px. So, by seeing figure itself, you should be able to know how many zeros it will have, and this is very important. This type of a question comes in exam, find the number of zeros of px. Here you see, just you need to watch x axis, in how many points it is getting intersected. So if at one point it is getting intersected, means 1 0 it will have. If 2 point it is getting intersected, means it will have 2 zeros. If 3 point it is getting intersected, means it will have 3 zeros. In the same way, here you see 1 point, 1 point, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Here you see the number of zeros is 1 as the graph intersects at the x axis at 1 point only. The number of zeros is 2 as the graph intersects the x axis at 2 points, and the number of zeros is 3. Here you see figure number, yes, 3. Here you see at 3 points it is getting intersected, and that is why the number of zeros will be 3. This will be cubic polynomials. So, like this exam, in exam it comes, question comes. So, by seeing figure only you must know. So, only very small thing you need to remember, you need to see x axis, in how many point, at how many point that is getting intersected by the line. So, here you see 1 point, so 1 0, 2 points, 2 zeros, 3 points, 3 zeros. Here you have 1 point, x axis only you have to see. 1 point means 1 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 points means 4 0. So, that will be your answer, like that it is required to be solved. So, I hope you understood and you will be able to solve this exercise 2.1. So easy it is, just you need to see here x axis is not getting intersected, means no 0. Here 1 point, 1, 2, 3 point, 2 points, 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 1, 2, 3 points. So, I think that is over, you will be able to do, and you must do, because this is important for exam, and these all the things already we have done. So, most of the things we have completed in polynomials. I do not think any problem you will be having, but keep revising everything, all the things. See board model questions, try to solve. First you complete your exercise from both the book, NCERT and RS Agrawal, and I do not think any question in exam you will not be able to solve, but keep practicing. We will see next day, next topic. Till then, thank you.